Skewers are a really fun way to eat. You can get lots of different ingredients onto one little skewer and make a flavour bomb which can impress your family and friends. We're going to make a salmon and feta skewer with veggies as well and serve it up with a salsa verde. To make the salsa verde, I've got a good glug of extra virgin olive oil, half a cup, because we want it lovely and loose so that when it drizzles over the hot salmon and feta, kind of melts over the skewer. Followed by about 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar. If that's not on hand, then you could use some lemon juice. Or another little neat trick is just to use some of the vinegar that comes out of the capers. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of capers in for this one. They have that lovely salty flavour. A little bit of Dijon mustard. I have to say, this is my favourite mustard. I love it in a salsa verde, also delicious in dressings, smeared on toast to have with eggs and avocado. And then our herbs. Parsley, because I want a bit of variety in the flavour of the herbs in our salsa verde. Some coriander. I'm using both the leaves and the stalks with the parsley and the coriander. And some fresh mint. And this mint is truly spectacular. It smells amazing. So very generous portions of our herbs. And of course, some garlic. Some salt and pepper. And then, like most good sauces, you want to mix and taste as you go. Check the seasoning, check the balance of acidity to the extra virgin olive oil as you go. So we'll do that and have a little taste. Have a little taste at this stage. I'm happy with that. That's delicious. All right, we'll leave that and just let all of those ingredients and flavours infuse. Now for the skewers, have a think about each ingredient that goes onto the skewer being a similar sort of size to the others so that they cook at the same rate. And you can play around with whichever veggies you have on hand as well. Today we're going to put some onion on, some green capsicum, because I love my greens. And I do feel like green capsicum doesn't get enough airtime. So you can see I've made that a pretty similar size to the salmon. So we'll cut the zucchini on the round and not too thick. You can see they're all sort of ending up the same size, so they all cook at the same rate. I'm using feta. This is a traditional feta, which I love. When you put feta on skewers, one of the tips that I think is really great is to actually dust it in a little bit of flour, and that helps just to trap the liquid into the feta so the feta doesn't fall apart as you cook it. So we'll cut our feta into similar size pieces as the rest of our ingredients. All right, then we'll get our feta into the bowl. And then add a little bit of flour to dust around the feta and coat it. So we've got our grill pan on a medium to high heat. Similarly, you could get these onto the barbecue, but keep an eye on them because barbecues can be a little bit more temperamental. And we're going to thread our vegetables and all of our juicy ingredients onto our skewers. It's really up to you how much onion you use as well. I like a bit of onion, and I like to pop the onion closest to the fish so that onion flavour cooks into the salmon. And then we'll repeat with our remaining ingredients, give it a good spray of extra virgin olive oil and get it onto the grill plate. These skewers are looking absolutely delicious, so let's get them plated up with our salsa verde. Lots of good veggies, great sources of protein and omega-3s from our salmon, and of course that salty creaminess from the feta. And our salsa verde is tasting absolutely beautiful. That rich colour that we're getting from the different herbs, the garlic's on point. It's a match made in heaven with these veggies, salmon and feta. So there we go, salmon feta skewers with a delicious salsa verde, the ultimate barbecue or picnic meal for me.